What's going on, guys? It is Tom, and what is this? You may be asking yourself. And this is actually a dual screen gameplay, and before you guys get totally confused, I'm going to quickly explain how this all is going to work, alright, how this whole system kind of thing works. So basically this is an infected gameplay on the map terminal where me and my friend Nick, who also posts on my channel quite regularly, he's a friend of mine, we both actually went into this game, Type 95 versus Knife, normal kind of infected game, and we actually both managed to get MOABs in the end. And we actually both managed to get 40 plus kills as well, so I thought this was definitely a gameplay to share with you. But instead of posting kind of two separate videos, I decided to kind of do a dual screen game. I've done one of these before, by the way. I will put a link in the description, so if you'd like to see that, go check it out. It was back before the Mark of J video went out, so definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Basically, every time someone's going to get a kill, a green light will flash up, so that's basically indicates who's going to get a kill, or basically who you should look at. So hopefully that's not too confusing. Hopefully you guys don't, like, you know, go from side to side and get really confused. I've tried to make it as simple as possible, and it has taken a hell of a lot of editing, guys. So I don't want to kind of like call, but if you could leave a like rating, then that'd be great. But anyway, I want to move on to Infected on Terminal, guys, because this game mode is freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love this game mode. And actually, before I get onto that, guys, I want to say a big thank you to 50huz. He's a beast of a player, also a beast of a commentator, and also the guy who I kind of quote stole this idea off. I don't like saying the word stole, but it's definitely an idea and a concept that's come up a lot in the last few days. And if you guys aren't aware, Raw Instinct just got owned. I'm not actually going to go into depth about that. I will make a separate commentary on it myself at some point, but that's beside the point. So thanks to 50huz, because he actually kind of like started this whole idea of dual screen gameplays back in Black Ops days. But I thought it was a great idea, and not many people did it at all. So hopefully it's not too, you know, annoying. I did it once and he was okay with it, so hopefully this is alright with you, man. But I just want to have some fun, really. I like messing around with Sony Vegas and just experimenting with videos, I suppose. But anyway, let's move on to Terminal. I will put 50huz's link in the descriction box, so do go check out 50huz, his channel, because he does post very good content as well. A very funny guy as well, really fun to watch. Definitely one of my favorite commentators, I can say that without any fear. But Infected on Terminal, the reason why I like it so much is there's so much space to run around, and although a lot of people say the spawning is messed up on this map, it doesn't really matter. The spawns don't really matter in Infected anyway, because they're just so bad and so messed up that Infected is just totally crazy. And on a map like Terminal, it's a hell of a lot of fun, just because there's so many places you can hold off. And what seems to happen at the start of every game of Infected on Terminal is that the noobs, the really bad players, get picked off really quickly because they can't really choose which hiding spot to go for, so they end up running around the whole map. And because people don't really help each other out much in Infected, actually, I'll be the first to admit it, that I do let teammates die quite a lot of the time, just because I feel that the game doesn't go fast enough. So I just let a teammate get infected and be an absolute asshole, so the game can go a bit faster and I can get more kills, because ultimately that's kind of what Infected is all about, right? So you got to do what you got to do to stay alive, and get MOABs, of course. I like getting MOABs, definitely. On Infected, I've had a lot of MOABs, probably about 50 plus now. Basically what me and Nick did, as you can see, is kind of we stayed around the back area by the C flag domination, and that is pretty much, if you get a friend and go into Infectors, Nick gets his MOAB right there, and just basically do the strategy that we're doing, you will succeed. And guys, it is so effective. I mean, if one guy covers one entrance, like the one that Tom's covering, right, if you look at Tom's side of the screen, that's my screen. What I'm doing is I'm covering the side where I'm basically aiming down at the metal detectors, and people, like infected people, will always try to rush the metal detectors because that's where everyone likes to camp. Well, meanwhile they're not kind of realizing, or there's only like a couple of people in the place that I am, whereas the entire of my team is kind of behind those metal detectors and trying to fend the people off, and I'm just kind of picking them as they run across. And eventually they'll figure it out and they'll come at you, but for the most part you can kind of slowly pick up your kills, and that's what happened here. And there's also people running to the plane, which that was the side that Nick was taking care of for most of the game. And I'm gonna die right here because I get a throwing knife to my foot, which was kind of retarded. But hey, I did quite well, I'm not gonna lie. So I was very happy with this game. I'm just gonna go view Nick's screen right here. I think he was one of the last 2 or 3 people left, so there wasn't really much he could do. I'm kind of surprised these guys were so terrible. I mean, look at this. There's like 5 seconds left, and they still haven't managed to get anywhere near him. But I was actually about an inch away from him, about to knife, because I'd become infected, so I was like really close to knifing him. And luckily, he was saved by the bell, and he managed to go flawless, 47-0. The scoreboard's coming up, not really the scoreboard, just the final scores for us too is coming up in a second. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I'm actually going to go because I'm feeling exhausted because I spent a long time editing this video. So I'm off. I'm probably going to go see a movie tonight at the cinema. I don't know about you guys, but I hope you're having a good summer, and I'll catch you later. Peace.